When I was a kid, me and my sister used to make potions in the garden with like sticks and stuff. We'd have a system, of course. First flowers, then grass, then soil, and mix it all together in a plant pot with just a splash of hose water. Round up caterpillars from the rose bush and sticks from the fig tree, and complete the spells to turn them into butterflies and wands. For hours we'd sit with the fairies, barefoot, with fingers in dirt. It carried on in school at break time with buckets and dirty pinafores. The teachers always stopped us, and I'm sure it was because we were scabby, trampling mud everywhere. But the boys played football, and that was fine. Anyway, then when I was a teenager, my friends and I started a coven. Genuinely. It was a silly little thing, midnight candle seances and Ouija boards, but we really loved it. It meant something to us. I think deep down we really believed it. We'd never have admitted that, but there was just something about it. Girls, women, sat in the dark, breathing with one breath, working with one goal. There was a real electricity about it. Maybe that's silly, but I don't know. I remember one time we got caught stealing tea lights from the corner shop on my road. We sent Megan in as a distraction. Didn't work. The owner chased us 3 streets over. We had to walk 20 minutes the wrong way to get back home. But it was fine. We were thrilled. The whole time we were chatting through our research, I googled real spells that work. And I was sure the money charm would do the trick. It was weird, now that I think about it. How nervous it made people. How something as innocent as a group of misbehaving teenage girls became such an event for people on the periphery. Their reaction made something click. We weren't dangerous, not really, but for some reason the idea of us was. And I'd seen that before in my history lessons, when they burnt the witches. You know, women, from times before ours. The women who were killed because men were scared. 40,000 of them, apparently. Sure, maybe it was religious fear-mongering or vague misogyny, but that kind of fear doesn't come from nowhere. This electricity, the weight in the air that happens when women are together like that. I was never really cool when I was a teenager. It was always a bit of a battle going through school, head down, work done, go home. My first friends were in my books, and then I met the group of girls. The coven. We had loads in common and we had a ton of fun, but it was revolutionary in one specific way. We weren't in opposition. For the first time in our lives, we weren't competing with one another, we were working together. People, boys, they made fun of us, mocked us, scorned us. Freaks, losers, whatever names they had to try and rebuild the power they were losing, to make themselves feel bigger again. Our dads, too. They hated it. I remember my dad hiding our candles for weeks when he found out we'd been up late stealing his lighter. It was dangerous, he said, to play with fire. Now I think it was because they were scared. Scared of what a group of women in a room means, what might come of that. The sight of girls without men, without shame, without permission. That's what's dangerous. It's a funny thing to explain what that felt like. To be ostracised from finding your allies. To be so cushioned in this comfortable, powerful bond. And for that to be pissed on by teenage boys. But it didn't really affect us, was the thing. What we had was too precious, too significant for that to even make a dent. Have you felt it? Really felt it? The crackle in the air of an open clearing, the breath of the forest floor, the pulse of a single flame, the pull of a full moon, the weight of a woman's words, the fragility of a man's in comparison. If you felt it, you'll know. You can't miss it. That is why they burnt the witches, not because of dark magic, but because we sat in circles and realised we didn't need them.